So, I'm going to start by saying welcome back. For new subscribers, welcome to the channel. So as you can tell in the last video, we parted out the tomatoes. In this video, what we're going to do, we're going to plant out some cucamelons, and we're going to plant out some banana squash, and there's another squash, can't remember the name of it, but I'll let you know when I get it out. Let's get into the video. What I've decided is this year I want to grow cucamelons in the patch over there, and I want to grow some cucamelons on this bit, because basically what I want it to chalice up and have a bunch of cucamelons hanging off this bit. So what we got to do is we got to plant some cucamelons in a bucket. I think I'm going to do 2 cucamelons in 1 bucket. I think should be enough. I'm going to add a good amount of fish blood and bones, so it should be alright. Let's first get the cucamelon put in a bucket and put it underneath here, and it will slowly make its way up. Let's go do that quickly. As you see, the stuff in here looking good. These are the squashes that's going to go outside. I'm going to put 3 or 4 out here and then put the rest at the front. It's looking amazing. But look, these are the cucamelons. As you can tell, they're starting to get the part that uses to grab on. So we need to definitely get them out. So we're going to get these all out today. First of all, let me move this out the way and get a bucket set up. Got that all set up. What we're going to do now, I'm going to put 2 in here. So I'm going to put 1 just over here. We put the other one over here. That should be more than fine. Need to find my old fork tool. Down there. These are 2 biggest ones. So let's start with this one. Yeah, which is looking good. Put it down slowly. That's that. Get a little tap now. And then we get the second one. That was alright too. Put it in there. Like that. And that's that done. And I'm going to basically weave this around the trellis, and that will hold it up, and it will start to move up by itself. So let's get this outside. We're going to put it right here, and then I'm going to lift this first one up. I'm going to slide it under like that. And what's that going to do is that's going to allow this to grab on like so. Just leave it like that. And you can help it along if you want, so you can push it in, and you see the top part will be curling. All you got to do is hook that curl around and leave it like that, and it will grab onto it. This one's a bit smaller, so it might not work at the moment. But all you can do is just put it around. And the bottom part's got a little one here, so all you got to do, pull it around, and let it just swing around itself like that, and it will do the rest. That's all. So that's that done. We'll water that later. Let's move on to the next thing. The next part we're going to do is we're going to plant out these cucamelons. So we had one crystal lemon here, but snails got to it. So I'm going to plant a cucamelon out here. And normally what I do is I run some rope basically underneath this when I plant it to tie it off to my trellis system. But I've actually run out of rope, but I'll get some, so I'm not too worried. So what we're going to do is just plant these out now because they really need to go out. Ooh. You gotta be very gentle when you're planting cucamelons because they're very fragile. That's one. That's the cucamelons put out, and they're all watered already, so I won't have to water them in. So now let's move on to the squash. This patch here is where I'm going to be growing my squash and my watermelon. So the patch starts from just over here to over here. So I'm going to put squash here and I want my watermelons here. But first what I've got to do is level this all out because it's got a pile of, like a high point just over here. So I have to level it all out and then we get to planting them out. Let's get that done. As you can see, I've only dug out and drilled out 3 holes because the size in which these grow, I think 4 would be way too much for just this section here. Plus I want to get watermelon here, so I don't want it to get too big, so we're only going to go with 3. But as you can see, look at the size of these. And they definitely need to go out. I'm going to get these out now. And these are the blue banana, these squash. So it's pretty simple. These out, and you can see on the bottom part, there's roots hanging at the bottom, so they were ready to go out. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. What we do is we plant that one in here. Push it down. Just like so. And what I'm going to do is the smallest one I'm going to plant that gets the most sunlight, I'll plant it back because these are already a decent size, so they will keep growing. I want to give this one the best chance, so we're going to put this one in the sunniest spot. And this one here is the same thing, it's the blue banana as well. And look at that one. I can tell you, they literally, look at that. They literally double in size so quickly. Remember, always tickle the roots out a little bit. Plant that down here. So, give it a push down. And this one here is the same thing. So it's all the same variety. With the roots at the bottom, look at that. Oh my god. Wow. I'm going to plant that one just in here as well. Just like so. And that's that one done. So what we're going to do is we're going to move over to the front. I think I've got a couple I need to plant at the front. So let's get that done. Don't they look beautiful? So right at the front part, and what we got to do now, we basically got to make a nice little trench here for these squashes to go. I can space them out pretty wide anyway. So let's quickly get that done, clear out a lot of these weeds and get planting out. By your side. So we got that cleared and got the holes drilled, and this has been, I put a lot of guinea pig manure in these, so they should be alright, but you know, I always put a decent amount of fish blood and bone. I've noticed using one of these works out so well. Use it a heavy. There we go. Bit in there. Let's do this with no hand, with no gloves on. So this one is it's called what's one called? Oh, Sweet Max, this one's called. In there. I've heavily watered these not too long ago, so they'll be a bit wet, but it's fine. Push this down. That's all. I think these are all the same variety. Yeah, they are. Might have drilled these a bit too deep. That's alright.
Tell me, have we met on a night out or in something that I read that instead I'ma find out. Heard it from a friend that you spent and you're running now. Take it now. Tell me, have we met on a night out or in something that I read that instead I'ma find out. Messages you sent to an end, you're hiding now. Why?
So, managed to get all the squashes put out. I think we got a couple left over, but they're not big enough. We've got the ones down at the back, we've got the ones down at the front. The cars are just looking great. So in the next video, we'll be putting out maybe the Scotch bonnets and the other chilies, or maybe my watermelons. So on that note, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. For all the new subscribers, there's a bunch of videos on the channel. Have a look at them. But for now, catch you next video. Bye.